What up, Wizards? It's Dev. SPMTG, we like it in Magic, especially when we get to go back to everyone's favorite place. The place where it all started. That's right. Dominaria spoiler season starts in just about 5 weeks now. A little over a month from when I record this, so it really won't be long before we get to see some of the stuff that's in this set. And I'm too excited to wait the requisite amount of time to do this video. So today, let's go ahead and talk about 5 predictions for Dominaria United.
And I'm your favorite Magic channel's favorite Magic channel. Best believe that the professor go bananas for my deck tech.
And we're back. Hey, thanks for liking and subscribing. That's really nice of you. Legend has it that if you subscribe, these predictions are more likely to happen. I don't know if it's true or not, but it's just something I hear. But let's go ahead and launch into number 5 here, because normally I do an honorable mention, and that honorable mention will be something like really wacky and goofy that I think has like a 2% chance of happening. But I think that 3 out of the 5 things on my list are basically that this time around. So I don't want to burden you with an honorable mention that's just as wacky as half the stuff that's already on the list. So let's go ahead and get to number 5, which is probably the thing that's most likely to happen on this whole list of 5 predictions, but it's also one of the least exciting. And that, I'm going to take a shot here, is Painlands. I know a lot of people are calling Shocklands for this set specifically, and I've seen some other people, myself included, speculate that they might do fetch lands and stuff in this set, but in my heart of hearts, I'm pretty sure they won't do that. I'm pretty sure they won't reprint Shocks either. I'd really like that. They bring down the price a little bit, but in the end, I think what I would like is some Painlands. We haven't seen these in a long time. They're sort of distinctly Dominarian for what that's worth. I get, Ravnica is the Shocklands. That's a Ravnica thing. These Painlands are way more Dominarian, and again, we haven't seen them in a while. It's always good to have them in standards. So I've always liked these pretty much my entire career playing Magic, and I just want the little guy from Sulphurous Springs and chilling in the hot tub. It's probably the guy, the creature on a Magic card that I identify with the most is that little guy from Sulphurous Springs. So give us these back, and hey, even give us the old art. How cool would that be? I'd like that. But look, let's go ahead and get to number 4, because everyone does a dual land pick in these predictions videos. It's predictable. It's kind of toast. It's a little dry, and you expect it. So let's go ahead and blast through that. Dual land pick is Painlands. Number 4 is where we get to the really zany stuff, because this is probably not only the wackiest pick on the list, it's also the thing that's least likely to happen. But conversely, it's the thing I most want to see, because isn't how that always works. For number 4, what if I told you that there was a legendary fan favorite creature who still lives on the plane of Dominaria because they're immortal, so they're still there, and we didn't get to see them last time? Who would you immediately call to mind? Number 4 is Baron Sengir, or Sengir, or Sengir, if you want to be really weird about it. Either way, I just want to catch up with the Baron. What's the Baron with you? What he's been doing? What has he been doing? And I know that there's some Vorthos out there well, he lives in the homelands, and that's a different part of Dominaria. But if you really know your lore, you know that all the Baron has to do is take a short walk through a long portal, and he's in Dominaria at large. So I'm just saying that he's immortal, guys. He's flying around Dominaria. The last time we were there, we didn't get to see him. Let's see. Can we get the Baron? I think it'd be really sweet in this format that has Olivia, a card that cares about legendary vampires. What if Olivia was just a breadcrumb this whole time, a signpost to the Baron that told us that he was on his way? An omen, a harbinger of the Baron was Olivia. I mean, she already had Edgar to get hitched to. That doesn't really work out so much, but she did get a nice new bow. In New Capenna, she's got Lord Xander, which is a really sweet card to marry Olivia to. But what if you could marry Olivia to the Lord of all, the literal daddy of all Sengir vampires on the plane of Dominaria? I think that would be a fun little gameplay thing to do. I want to make it happen. I ship 2 characters, and I want to make it happen. The Baron could even be like the ultimate big bad in this set, what Dominaria is united against. He won't be. It's probably going to be something to do with Phyrexians we keep seeing in set after set, or maybe even something else that I'll talk about a little bit later in the video that's also a wild prediction. But I don't think the Baron is going to be a huge part of the story in this set, but I'd like if he was at least a little bit part of the story. Can we see the Baron? Can he finally try to infiltrate Dominaria at large with his army, and then he just gets crushed anyway? Something with the Baron. I would like that. But for number 3, let's bring it down just a little bit. Let's disperse the energy because I know we're all still excited about the possibility of a Baron. It probably won't happen, and then we're all going to be really sad. I'm sorry I brought it up. So for number 3, let's talk about something else that probably won't happen in this set, and I'm going to bring it up, and then it won't happen. You'll be sad. Number 3 is masterpieces. We haven't seen these in a good long time, it feels like. It feels like Wizards was putting them in like every other set for a minute there, and then we haven't gotten a set with masterpieces. And again, like what feels like a long time, and maybe they were just saving all that energy up for Dominaria, because either the Dominaria set or the Brothers War set would be a really good time to start doing masterpieces again, especially Brothers War. But they could go ahead and do these in Dominaria, and I wouldn't be upset. It'd also give people a real reason to go out and buy packs again, which Wizards would like that, especially if prices are going to go up on like draft boxes and stuff like that. Probably going to give people an incentive to buy those products you just increased the prices on for the first time in forever. I will say Wizards didn't increase their prices for like 20 years, so there is that. But if you're going to raise prices on boosters and stuff like that, then now would be a great time to incentivize buying them despite that price hike. And not only would masterpieces do that, the masterpieces you could put in a Dominaria set, like just a Howling Mine masterpiece is enough to get me to buy a pack or 2 right there. So, and that's just one suggestion, whether it's like, you know, stuff that has been masterpieces before or not, whether it's like Meekstone or Millstone or something like that, these sort of iconic Dominarian artifacts. Ivory Tower is a masterpiece. Black Vice is a masterpiece. Like, give me these things and I'll give you money. I'll give you money. The Rack is a masterpiece. Like, I could go on like this for literally ever. I mean, this would just be a great set to reprint masterpieces or just put masterpieces in the first place, because it's Dominaria. I mean, one way or the other, I imagine a lot of people are going to be buying these packs, some of which haven't played Magic in years, because it's Dominaria, right? It's 1998 again, baby. We're on our kitchen table. We're playing Mirage or whatever. You know? So I imagine that this is going to be a set that sells like pancakes regardless, but if you put masterpieces in it, it'll really give people a reason to buy cardboard for the first time in a minute. But anyway, I'm on number 2 already. Is this a short video, or am I actually talking way too much? I don't know. But number 2, now, the last time we went to Dominaria, we didn't necessarily see this, but War of the Spark took place in Dominaria. And when it comes to selling cardboard, like I was just talking about, that was a really good set for it. War of the Spark sold like freaking nut butts. It sold like banana pudding at a banana convention. Where am I going with this? Anyway, it sold a lot of packs. War of the Spark, it sold. So I have a thought that because Dominaria is united, and we know that there's going to be a fair number of Planeswalkers on this plane this time around, especially with everything that's kind of going on in the ancillary story, that it wouldn't surprise me if there were once again uncommon Planeswalkers in this set. But let's pull back from that actually just a second, because the last time we did War of the Spark, there was a guarantee there was going to be a Planeswalker in every pack. There were like 30 some odd just uncommon Planeswalkers, which is too many. So I don't know they're going to do a thing where they like guarantee you get a Planeswalker every single pack, but it wouldn't surprise me if there were, say, 5 uncommon Planeswalkers, 1 for each color, or maybe 5 uncommon Planeswalkers, 1 for each 2-color pair. That's another thing, by the way. Free, this can be the honorable mention right before number 1. Free pick here. Dominaria United makes me really think that there's going to be color pairs, right? Whether they're guilds or what, 2 color pairs, 3 color pairs, I'm not sure. But we just did 3 color pairs. Probably not going to be that. I doubt we're just going to do Ravnica 5 or something. So I don't know that we're going to get like 2 color pairs. But Ravnica United makes me think that there might be, again, a hybrid mana theme or something like that. But one way or the other, my actual pick for number 2 is that maybe we'll see 5 or so uncommon Planeswalkers. Not one in every pack, but just uncommon Planeswalkers again. Hey, it's Editing Dev here in the booth editing the old video there, but I wanted to work this in, and then I completely forgot as I was recording the video. But whether it's a hybrid mana thing or like a color pair thing, I'm not too sure. But another way, mana-wise, that they could express Dominaria United is to do like a 5-color theme. Like maybe the Return of the Domain keyword mechanic might be an idea, but I just wanted to throw that in, that another way they might do Dominaria United mechanically is like a 5-color theme throughout the set. Alright, just wanted to get that in, just back to couch stuff. It would make an awful lot of sense. Dominaria, it's got some Planeswalkers, but number 1 is wild. And this is another one that I'm just not. This is up there with Better Mtg. I really don't know if this is what they're going to do, especially given all of the actual breadcrumbs we've been given with the Phyrexians in the last few sets. Probably so. If Dominaria United against some, it's probably them guys. But I still think that, especially given some of the things that have happened in the comics relatively recently, that we might be seeing Marit Lage show up. Or Marit Lage, if you want to be weird about it. Again, there's weird ways to pronounce these cards. I've been pronouncing these cards since I was 12 years old. Still don't know how to pronounce them. Now, I do want to point out that the comic book storylines are apparently non-canonical, or at least they're canonical only to the comic books. But did you know that Jace is dead? Jace died. He still gets to walk around as like a ghost man. But, he's dead because of the Battle of Amonkhet. Did you know there was a Battle of Amonkhet way after Amonkhet the set came out? Like 2 years after Amonkhet the set? 3 years after Amonkhet the set came out. There was a Battle of Amonkhet. It's because Marit Lage is apparently attuned to where Jace is and wants to, not planeswalk, but like sort of phase, because Marit Lage doesn't planeswalk, but she can go from plane to plane. It's kind of hard to explain, honestly, to X-plane. But she can go from plane to plane, but it's not planeswalking. They want you to know that. But apparently she was just going to like land on Jace, wherever Jace was. She's going to land on Jace because she's got to kill Jace. This is a very long story. It involves Tezzeret. There's a lot to this little storyline, so I'm trying to put it as succinctly and simply as I possibly can. Go check out the MTG wiki or just read the stuff if you'd rather do that. Either way, there was a Battle of Amonkhet. Turns out. And Jace died. A lot of Planeswalkers participated in that battle, including Vraska, who apparently this is when they broke up. I don't know. There's a lot going on here. This is when Jace and Vraska broke up. Because apparently Jace said that he could survive the impact of Marit Lage, but he was just lying to Vraska about that. It turns out he knew he was going to die, and she found that out. She got mad. Drama. But either way, Marit Lage totally landed in the plane of Amonkhet, I suppose, and killed Jace. In the comics. Again, he's still not alive, but he's a ghost person. It's a lot to catch up on if you didn't know any of this. But either way, this is Dominaria, which is where Marit Lage is from. She's actually canonically, again, the comics are non-canonical, but canonically she is still imprisoned on Dominaria in the Ronan Glacier. If I'm correct, it's really, really Vorthosy stuff, and it gets pretty deep. So if you just wanted to come here for some Magic the Gathering content because you like to play cards, I'm very sorry for this whole segment of the video. We got to catch up on it. We haven't really heard what's going on with Marit Lage, canonically at least, since the Ice Age, since Cold Snap. Really, I think she's in Dark Depths on Cold Snap. So, like, I think this might be the set where Wizards finally says, here's your Marit Lage card. Like, your actual, not Dark Depths, this is your Marit Lage cards. Marit Lage on a card. So I would really like that, and I would like it even more if Marit Lage was like the big thing that Dominaria was united against. But again, probably something Phyrexians. What if the Phyrexians are trying to wake up Marit Lage? Or bring her back to Dominaria if she is somewhere else canonically now? I think maybe Jaya trapped her somewhere else. But I don't think that's canonical either. It's hard to remember what's canonical, what's not. But either way, I believe she's still trapped in the Ronan Glacier. On Dominaria, so correct me if I'm wrong, but I would really like if after 20-something years of just like being referenced here and there, and on Dark Depths, like you can make a Marit Lage, and I just want the card. Give me Marit Lage, something scary sounding. Like just do it, Wizards. But those are my Dominaria predictions. A couple of them are weird, but again, they're the ones I want the most. I want Better Mtg. I want Marit Lage. I don't care about Masterpieces or Shocklands or Painlands or whatever. I just want the characters I want to see that I didn't get to see last time and I'm super excited about. We only get to go to Dominaria once every now and again. I just want my dudes, my peeps. I want to see them. But either way, just let me know now what you want to see from the set, what your predictions are, anything wild, just anything super out there that you have to say. I really want to hear it, and even your more like toast, even your drier predictions for this set. Am I just wrong on Painlands? What lands do you think are going to be in this set? Stuff like that. I'm really interested in, you know, like what callbacks do you want to see the most? Because half this video is me being like, I like the Rack and Ivory Tower and Marit Lage and Baron Singer. And it's like, hit me with that version, whatever your version of that is, down there in the comments section. And aside from that, you can watch me play some Magic on Twitch at twitch.tv/SBMTGDev. You can throw $1 in the Patreon bucket every month. It's just $1 a month to vote on content and to see outtakes now too. I do outtakes every now and again from the different videos. If you want to see a blooper or two, because I say some wild stuff on the couch sometimes, I have to start the video all over. It's just $1 a month. Go over to Patreon, support the channel. Aside from that, real burp. Haven't eaten anything today. Real burp. But aside from that, I guess I'm done. I got through the entire video without a gaseous emission of any kind. It just happens at the very end, of course. Anyway, I'm done for this one. I love you all very much. Just make sure you like and subscribe if you do nothing else, because I'm trying to get to 400,000 subscribers. I'm at 125K right now. It's not bad. We still got to get to, like, you know, 1 million one day. We'll get there with your help. But I'm done. You can stop listening to me babbling now. Click away. Don't click away, actually, because here's the end card. I'm Dev from SBMTG, and I love you very much. I'll catch you cats later. Dev from the place. Thanks for watching, Wizards. Spread love and be kind. The end card's still going on. Not a still image. Still here.